Hi YouTube, it's VSG Mama 3 or Tiffany, and I am coming in with my 4-week post-op update. So I had surgery on May 6th at Ridgewood, New Jersey at the Valley Hospital with Dr. Vadim Gritzis, and my starting weight was 255. The day of surgery, I was down to 247, and I am currently at 232 and a half. So I've lost 2 pounds since last week, which was great because I had just gotten back from Puerto Rico last week, and I had a small gain. It was also my 3-week surgiversary, so there's a possible that I got a 3-week slight stall in there, but I'm back down again, and I'm down even more than I was, and so I have a total of, before surgery weight, I'm down 22.5 pounds, so I'll take it. I'm excited. My clothes are fitting great. I'm moving back into some loose size 14s, which I was in a couple of years ago. So, which is good. It's great for the summer. I know I'm going away on vacation the very last week of August. We go away down to the Outer Banks, with a couple other families. And my concern now is that I'm losing at a good, slow, and steady rate. I don't know what that means in 3 months, since it's the first week of June and we go away the last week of August. So that's a good 3 months away. There's a possibility, well, I hope there's a possibility that I'll be in a much smaller bathing suit size. So that's interesting to think about, because by the time you get into August, most swimsuits are gone and they've started in with fall fashion. So I'm not sure what to do. I don't know if I should try and hit up a couple sales now and have a size or two smaller, and then just, take a $40 loss, if I end up not fitting in that swimsuit. So we'll see. But the couple things that I wanted to talk about today were being greedy. So I feel this greed for more weight loss, and I'm very motivated, and I think it's great, and I've been really good about tracking on my MyFitnessPal every day what I eat. But there are a couple times when I come in, and again, I need to wait to speak to my nutritionist. So I go and see my nutritionist. It was supposed to be next week, but I have a conflict. I have my daughter's, I have a field trip with school, like my daughter's school. So it might be a couple days after that. So maybe 2 weeks that I go and see her. So there are times I'm not sure calorically what I'm supposed to be eating. I tracked for a certain amount last night at dinner, and I had a couple bites of chicken, grilled chicken that I made, and some broccoli, and I couldn't eat the full, I don't know, 3 ounces of chicken that I had. So I passed it off to my children, which was fine, and they liked it. But it makes me wonder, yesterday was not a great day for protein, but I've been really good about hitting my protein goals other than that. But I feel like I don't know what the correct caloric intake is for someone that's 4 weeks post-op. So it's definitely a nutritionist conversation I need to have and figure out, what my target is, not just protein-wise, but should I be hitting a certain calorie intake. I'm 4 weeks post-op. I have not started to lose any hair yet. I do take biotin every morning, and I have consistently since 2 weeks before my surgery. So I take that, and I've been hitting my protein goals every day except for maybe yesterday. So I'm not really worried about it, but it's something that I know is a possibility. Although I have also been through 3 childbirths, so I'm kind of used to hair loss after, things change. I'm still having trouble with my fluids. I have to say, it's definitely an ongoing struggle. I have a tough time making sure that I'm drinking a half an hour before I eat. I have a tough time waiting a half an hour. I have a tough time remembering to drink during the day. I am not consistently hitting my fluid intake, or I end up extremely thirsty at night before I go to bed, and then I'm trying to drink like 2 bottles of water before going to bed, and that gives me a stomach ache, and it's not a good situation. So I need to be better at drinking throughout the day, and I have not been. Just haven't. So we'll see. We'll see. That's definitely an ongoing goal for me. The other thing that happened this week is that my 9-year-old son got some bad news. He tried out for club soccer. They had A, B, and C team last year, and he made the C team, and he's gotten better, but this year they decided not to have a C team, just to go to an A and B team, and he didn't make the B team. And I have to say, as a parent, one of the worst things is knowing that you have to give your child bad news, and there's nothing you can do. He tried so hard, and he's done everything right. He just isn't as good as some of the other soccer players, and even though he's improved so much during the year, again, it's still, he's not at some of the same level as even some of his close friends, and he was devastated. And I had to give that news to him earlier in the week, and then watching him cry and, sob, and I couldn't do anything, made me cry. So I had to come, go away so I didn't make it worse for him and come in. But it was like it was a rough day. It was a day where I normally, I think, would have done some emotional eating, and I felt triggers to go and eat. But I wasn't hungry. And so I stopped myself. A lot of times when I find, this is the first big emotional eating kind of day that I felt, because I couldn't express my emotions. It was rainy too, so I couldn't go out and go for a walk or any of that other kind of stuff. I guess I could have worked out inside, but I didn't. And I found that, like, normally I would have gone and I would have, just eaten leftovers or grabbed a cookie or any of that kind of stuff, and I didn't do any of that, and so I was proud of that fact, but I definitely felt those triggers. I think I'm a bit more self-aware of them, I guess, maybe, because I did feel the triggers or notice the triggers or whatever, and I did not overeat that day. I stayed close to my target, and I hit my protein target, but I just, it's one of those times where I was like, oh, okay, this is what I used to do. This was my bad behavior. And then the last thing that I had going on, so I'm a preschool teacher. Today was our last day of preschool, which is great, and I'm excited. We do have a week and a half where we do like get the kids to the end of the big school program. You can pay extra to have them come for these like 2 weeks, and it's like a mini summer camp or whatever. So that starts on Monday. So I have a couple days off, so I'm looking forward to that. And I need to like reset my schedule. So I need to figure out specific days where I know that I can exercise and, what I'm going to do. I haven't started lifting weights yet, so I know that that's on the agenda to figure out what I'm doing. Still haven't joined a gym, but I'm doing stuff at home. I've done the Just Dance, the Just Sweat, which is fun, and then I started the Couch to 5K app. So I'm getting in, and I recharged my Fitbit and, getting my steps in, so which is great. This week is nothing exciting is going on for me, so that's good. It's really just going to be about figuring out kind of how to not be in work mode and all of that kind of stuff. I'm still waiting for my period to show up. So I did have my period on the day of my surgery, which was horrible. But, so I'm hoping it shows up in the next couple days. And that I'm not totally off schedule. I do feel pretty PMS-y, which is, part of, I think, the emotional eating that I felt towards the beginning of the week. But again, like I'm doing pretty well. I had a 2-pound loss this week, so I'm not complaining. Just gonna keep chugging along. I really, really would love to be in the 220s by next week. We'll see. And then, after that, I would love to be. So I have a vacation at the end of August, and then we have a wedding we're going to at the end of September. My brother-in-law is getting married. I really would like to be a couple sizes smaller by that wedding. So I don't have a number in mind. I'd love to be in Wonderland before the wedding. I mean, that's a good 30 pounds, but it's 4 months. So it's possible. I mean, if I'm hitting a steady 2-pound loss a week or somewhere in there, I've got 12 weeks to the end of summer. That's 24 pounds. And then, till the end of September is another 4 weeks. So, that's another 8 pounds. So that's definitely more than 30 pounds. So it's possible. Anything's possible. I don't know. I'll just got to keep chugging along. And I think that's it. I'm at about just over 10 minutes. So be well.